CKRBT is my new solo show, and it's an exhibition designed primarily for a machine audience. With developments in artificial intelligence and machine learning, machines are increasingly being taught to look at the world and to analyse and make judgments about what they see. And this exhibition is an exploration of that emerging machine gaze and also of the unseen power structures that underpin it.
Nye Thompson's exhibition CKRBT is very interesting because it asks questions about who's describing the world, humans or machines, for what purposes, with what tools. Are the machines becoming more and more autonomous in doing that? So we are very happy to have this exhibition at Waterman's, to be able to offer to our broad audiences the opportunity to engage critically with such a current question, especially in the times when everything is image and information.
So this installation is called CKRBT 1.0 and it is the heart of the exhibition. So machines are watching and interpreting images captured by algorithms through other machines that are seemingly watching the world on our behalf. So it's a kind of live performance by the CKRBT network as it browses the world. So these are the CKRBTs, and they are watching these images, which are consuming these images which are provided by feeder machines, showing images taken by other machines all around the world. And as they watch these images, they are analysing them in real time, and in these synthesized voices, they're whispering to each other about the things that they see. And in fact, if I come and if I act as interference in their field of vision, they will also try to analyse and quantify me. So you can see that over here we actually have the logging for the CKRBTs. So this logging screen shows the CKRBT network in action as the CKRBTs look out at the world and try to analyse what they see. So here you can see the two bots, the life, bot the life and bot the power. And these individual lines are the things that the bots have seen. You can see human, person, this is where it saw me. So each line shows a thing that the CKRBT saw, and then the number next to it is how confident the CKRBT was in its interpretation. This piece is called System Architecture, and it's the only piece in the show which hasn't been through layers of technological mediation. It's a pencil drawing of the design concept that I initially came up with for the CKRBTs. So the drawing shows the hardware and the software architecture to create the CKRBTs. And over here you can see this part represents the bot body, that's the physical bots that appear in the gallery. And this area on the right represents the processing, which all happens remotely in the cloud. And this shows the processing where the images are analysed and then converted into speech. And as I was doing this drawing, I became really interested in these three objects, which are actually the logos of the cloud services that the CKRBTs use. And I was very interested in their monumental architectural structure. So much so that I actually integrated them as part of the show. So this piece is called Monument Part 1. So the CKRBTs use a number of commercial software services to do their processing, in this case from Amazon. And these are the remade logos of the three key services that they use. So this one in the centre is the service responsible for analysing images and describing their content. And I think it's really interesting to consider the power in that activity. So the power of describing an image and deciding what to include, what to exclude, and also what kind of terminology to use to frame the scene. This piece is called Monument Part 2, and these are actually photographs I took on holiday in Jordan. They are Roman monuments with security surveillance cameras embedded in them. And these were actually some of the original inspirations for the CKRBTs. And I think it's just really interesting to look at these monuments in comparison with these logos. They're separated by thousands of years, but they are both in their own way these sort of monumental statements of power. So this piece is called In the Dark, I See the Universe, and it is from my project, the Seker, which is kind of the parent project for the CKRBT show. And the Seker is a machine entity that I created that traveled the world virtually, looking out through compromised surveillance cameras and using machine learning image recognition to describe the things that it saw. So this video shows images where the Seker identified seeing the universe, and I thought there was something quite poetic and romantic about this, almost striving to see the universe in what are often quite ordinary everyday scenes.